so somebody gave me an iPad for some art, some physical art, and I found Fresco, and I used Fresco to do all of this drawing. Time-lapse. Imagine you had a cosmic boss in the outer realms where all lords live. He's like, and that cosmic boss, he just fascist. This guy, he's a fascist. This guy's a fascist. His job is to be fascistic, I guess. He runs the business and he cares a lot about the employees, but he cares that they're just doing their job. I just wanted this kid in play hairdo. Everything that I wanted to do was just sort of one step after another, 1 foot after another, 1 foot came after another. And I came up with this story within my own world where a character is trying to renegotiate their soul contract for the better or for the worse. We don't know. But this little bear, he's curious. Some people, they have problems with their soul contracts. They go to an astrologer and the astrologer says, hey, check out this plan for you, even though that's not really true and we can change our circumstances anytime we want. The discovery for them is often painful. I would say the Lord is quite forgiving. The problem is that he's forgiven too many people, and so there's all of this competing will. I watched a bunch of cartoons. I watched a bunch of people explain to me how cartoons work and how people get the springiness into cartoons. And what I did was I just saw it in my head and I just play it back until it makes sense. And that's how we make good cartoons. You know what I mean? You just pay attention and play it the way that it seems like it's supposed to be. If it doesn't snap, maybe you need to remove a few frames. Maybe you need to spring the hand back farther, or maybe, but I don't know. I want to write stories about the time that we're in a way that would otherwise be censored, and I can't do that. I have this great idea, but it's difficult to describe without drawing it as a cartoon with heavy metaphor using stand-ins for the real message. These wizards, they take all their power and they create these crystal balls, and in the crystal ball they can read the future. And when they read the future, these wizards read the future at the same time, and all they see is grief. They can't even stand it. They've got to get out. And so how do you draw people experiencing the extremities of negativity, but in like a really approachable way? You can't put any, I think that you can still put blood, but I don't know. I've never tried. I get really scared about the internet because it's so weird. I was talking to these people online that I just met. We were working on a project together. I'm making music for their video game. And they just spoke it to me in a way, and they wouldn't respond in a certain way. And so then I just assumed that they were children. And I was like, oh dear, this is going to be bad. And so I said, oh my God, are you children? And they were like, what? No. What led you to that conclusion? A friend of mine said that the kids that she teaches are all obsessed with poop. The game that I'm working on is called cannon poop, so I just figured I'd figured they must be the same age as these kids, and well, he wasn't offended. He thought it was funny, and I'm just sitting there terrified. I'm terrified. Terrified. Especially online. Tell me what's in the bag. Is it feathers? Is it sand? Or is it concrete? Concrete. 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 Concrete.